get it started. So, welcome to Booty Talk number 117, 103 tonight. Shit.
Boom.
It's getting up there. All right.
Jeez.
So tonight, first and foremost, we'll jump over a quick uh, uh, recap of changes in the week. Obviously, first off, there was the announcement that pulled back the manual withdrawal of booty to 250. As we mentioned, kind of when we increased it initially, we always want to make sure that it's subject to market changes and stuff like that. And based on where the market is at the moment, there was an oversupply in relation to the demand. So, I'd much rather people be withdrawing 250 a day and it being worth more than the 500 today. That way you can spend it more in game and have fun with it or make it last longer and stuff like that, especially with January 1st halving coming at the end of the year or whatever. But nonetheless, ever since that change, let's have a quick look where we're at. Yeah, it's gone up a little bit since then, but not much. But it's just on the back end. Also announced that next month, so in the next couple of days, is the month, and this is not an April Fool's joke or anything like that. We will be releasing a new game. It will be a standalone game similar to Battleship in a way for the Seven Seas, but we'll also be designing it specifically to release as a different branded theme outside of the Seven Seas. But the Seven Seas is going to be the first one to get their hands on it. So super excited about this one. I've done many sleepless nights over the last 2 weeks working out the math and plugging it together. It's kind of like a hype-driven game, but without like the I don't know, the Ponzi side of things. So yeah, it's something that'll keep everyone engaged for a long period of time with minimal risk. And I can say this at this point, and this is all the info I will say: not a single person who plays the game will have the same strategy or progression. It is very, very unlikely. There is so many different things. Yeah, Aussie Matt. So it's no NFTs, no tokens. It will be gameplay with Solana-based rewards based on in-game performance. So, for those who follow my other projects, you're probably noticing a trend here. I've kind of moved a little bit away from the NFT side and the token side, and basically concentrating on the stable side of things. Aussie Matt, as I mentioned in the chat, zero details until it's released, so you'll have to wait and see.
Already told you, Ozzy.
Yeah,
Coming from
this one I won't budge on because
it's
I want this one to be a surprise. Also announced with that game, there will be a in-game balance airdrop thing for the new game based on account ranks and how much booty has been spent in account ranks in the Seven Seas. So, yeah, definitely not in 3 days. It'll be sometime next month. But yeah, based on account rank and how much is spent in account rank will determine the airdrop that is received for this new game to kind of get a bit of a head start and a bit of a play. Again, it's non-Ponzonomic, so I've seen so many times in this space where these projects will launch these hype projects, and after a week they're dead because the whales soak up all of the emissions. This game definitely doesn't work like that. Everyone stands a chance, and everyone plays on the same square. This is more so focused purely on strategic thinking and playing. Aussie Matt, I don't know if you listened to my ramble like 2 minutes ago where I was like, we're releasing the game specifically themed for the Seven Seas, but also as a standalone game, not designed. But yes, it will be pirate themed. So that's the big announcement for next month. Also coming next month, we will be releasing I don't want to call it a Chapter 3, but a Chapter 2.5 with some new modifications to the Seven Seas Rising Tides. Nothing gameplay related, so all the mechanisms remain as is, but we will be doing some interesting stuff with like the game map and stuff like that. Obviously, next month as well, we'll have the Pirate Kings and Queens coming up. And there will be an introduction of, so obviously we've got the captains, the pirate lords, and the kings and queens. On the other side of the coin, there will be a new set of classifications or roles or classes, however you want to call them. So there will be a captain's equivalent, a pirate lord's equivalent, and a kings and queens equivalent. So stay tuned for details there. This move should definitely help the community scale and grow, which will be nice. The Tiltum, you got your camera on. I don't know if you meant to do that one. There you go, buddy. I'll give everyone a little bit of a sneak peek. Now, I will say this, and I will preface this. This is just my entertainment from this morning, playing around with the concept of doing something rather extreme with the Seven Seas. In no way, shape, or form does it mean it will actually end up getting released. It's just me kind of having a bit of fun, again, playing with the concept. But I am going to share it regardless because I am curious on everyone's thoughts of what they think. So, yeah, I don't know if people can see this on my screen. Oh, hang on. I spawned in the ocean and it killed me. There we go. Okay. All right. I've been playing around kind of this morning, building out a Seven Seas MMO sort of thing, complete with pirate characters, full islands moving around.
Oh no.
We're playing around with the concept of like a pirate shooter, where you'll be able to see like other characters running around on the island. So, you know, Mats, if you log in, you'll be able to track down Aussie Mats and give him a good old bullet or a little bit of a sword. Unreal Engine. It's you know, for me, I'm not a tech person or a dev or anything like that, but there's a lot of tools and resources out there that make it relatively easy. So, you know, this is kind of what I did the first half of the day. Gives you basically the full island to explore. Kind of.
This looks like 3/4 of the pre-mint NFT 2023 gaming. Hey, we're gonna make this game.
Right?
Mint our project.
But the cool thing is I've got like
This
all the
looks
characters done. Yeah, I've got the pirate ships in there, the cannons, the buildings, and I've got a sneaky little cave. People may possibly know this, but the layout looks very similar to Booty Bay. Where's my little cave? Let me run through here. It will be mobile friendly, yes. The way Unreal Engine is built, you can actually publish it to Android and iOS. So yeah, it could potentially work. But again, no exact promises on, you know, that we're actually going to release it. This is just, again, me exploring some concepts for the morning. So town number 2, and then down.
We'll still be saying when
Yeah.
for the next however long.
This is my favorite room, the treasure room.
Where's the booty lounge?
Oh shit.
I should
Ask your girlfriend.
I should add in a brothel. Call it the booty lounge. One thing I realized here is there's no stairs to get back out. So once you're down here, you're kind of trapped. And the logic in the game yet doesn't have swimming. So you'll see here, when I jump in, I basically fall under the ocean.
Oh no, you're a White Walker, just walking on the bottom,
Yeah.
zombie style.
But it is funny, there's some parts of the ocean that are super deep and fall below the game map. And there we go, dead. So, and then I can go back to the respawn spot. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been playing around with this morning, which is kind of cool. The base of this allows me to add quests, to add shit, which is fun. There's a bunch of different pirate models, including the lovely women that Aussie Matt I can see playing with quite often. There is and correct me if I'm saying this wrong, but there is a waifu type female pirate model that you can select that runs around in like barely any clothes. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at the moment with the 7Zs. You know, the market is kind of slow at the moment, and you know, when things get slow, you can go, okay, hey, I'm going to slow down with it, or you can say, fuck it, I'm going to break the walls down and go into overdrive. So that's kind of how my brain works. While everything's cheap, I'm like, fuck it, let's just keep building and building and get ready for the next bull cycle.
Nice.
Wonderful time to stake Soul. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't do it in others. But I will say this: he handled that closure really well. He actually did it very respectfully.
I was about to say, you would have been buying udders at 1-2 and getting paid out at 2, so you would have made a little bit.
Well, I did buy a bunch of udders at 1 and sold it 2.
Oh, so there, same outcome.
Yeah. So I made. I think I made. What about? I had 5 of them that I picked up at like 1.1.
Nice. Right now, if anybody cares, you can multiply Soul with Eurocoin on Jupiter, and you can get a much higher rate than 5 to 7%, depending on how risky you want to be.
Yeah, there's it's fun. I actually saw this as an app for the people on Seeker. Now I haven't actually followed through with it and tried it, but I've read through all of their website, and it's quite interesting because I see a lot of people posting about yield farming and stuff like that, like bouncing around all these things. But this app it's called Lince, I think, LINCE. But basically, you can stake, you know, like let's say $100 USDC, and it's held in their investment fund. They've got a license and everything, and basically they just bounce around all the highest yield things, and based on risk, you can do low risk, mid risk, high risk, and average, you know, from the 7% on the low risk to 20 to 30% on the high risk, and they basically do it all for you. So I've been looking into that. So it's kind of an interesting one. Well, definitely no vibe coding. The amount of people posting like apps and stuff like that, they're like, "Oh my god, Claude built this in a day." Yeah, good luck. It won't be there in like a week. I think AI coding it's good as a tool, but too many people are using it as a replacement. All right. I guess on that note, let's hear the questions, feedback. Yeah, exactly. Coin. I've worked with or consulted with another building group that's well known in the space, and a couple of the games they were releasing were completely vibe coded, and I was like, you know, my advice to you is don't vibe code, because if shit breaks, you need to know how to find it and how to fix it efficiently. And vibe coding is as good as it is. It may fix it, but it'll break something else. And then you'll spend more time actually trying to fix the thing than just doing it right in the first place. Yeah. No, that one's not on me, kind of. One of the things that I mentioned to them was optimizing their back end because their server costs were pretty high. But I will say this, they're building their model based on my feedback on the direction they should go. I think it's a brilliant move. People should be having a look at Honeyland and what they're kind of looking at doing. It's very 7Cs-ish in a way, where it's game progression determines the earnings from a leaderboard type thing. So they're moving away from a very token heavily focused to something that's far more sustainable. So yeah, the guys over at Honeyland, they're pretty cool guys. I talked to them quite a bit. Actually, it was funny. One of the guys, turns out he plays WoW, so we've been doing a couple of WoW dungeons through Mythic Plus dungeons throughout the week. for the last couple of weeks. They also have a couple of new games coming as well that they're releasing, so they're expanding their ecosystem similar to what we're doing with the Seven Seas, with some micro games and stuff like that.
I have their Discord, but I don't know why. I can't remember why.
Did you have one of the original Solana Saga phones?
Not the original. The second one.
Yeah, I think the original ones you got like a free like BNFT or whatever. That's how I first got into it. But yeah, these guys took over in August 2025, and you know, similar to the process that you guys have seen me do, 6 or 7 times now. It's always a fun turnover period when you first take over a community, and then there's a bunch of people pissed off, and then a bunch of people who have unrealistic expectations. But yeah, it takes time to build these things, fix these things, and yeah. A little bit of sneaky alpha. We did what? We had an airdrop for the Trip and Ape tribe holders. They got some in-game captains last week. There is a little bit of sneaky alpha in regards to the 7 Seas that will take place in Apes After Dark. Their space tonight. Jem, what time does their space start? Is it 9 or 9:30? Or 10? 9:30. So it's 9:30 UTC. If you're hanging out in the Apes After Dark, there will be a little bit more 7 Seas alpha because it relates to their captains in game. It may be an artwork thing, it may be something else. But yeah, for those who want to tune in, feel free. But yeah, let me know if there's any other questions, and we can wrap this space up. I will upload the video. And yeah. April's going to be a fun month. There's also
Definitely.
some alpha in my training apps and Steplead as well for tonight. So it's going to be a bit of a busy night.
Cool.
Alrighty. On that note, thank you everyone for
Yeah,
tuning in. And then until next week.
Thank you, cheers. Yeah, see you soon.
Later.